And I was about to spar. Before I was about to spar Tank, he was sparring his big boy, heavyweight boy. And Tank hit that nigga. He hit him so hard that he was on the top of the rope just like this.
He could see Gervonta Tank Davis, and he put on the right weight, put the right weight on, and have the lean muscle right. He can look fantastic somewhere in the mid 150s, dare I say, close to 160 against Jake Paul.
In a jaw-dropping turn of events, shocking unseen footage has surfaced showing Gervonta "Tank" Davis absolutely dominating a heavyweight sparring partner during training for his highly anticipated clash with Jake Paul. The clip captures Davis in his element, sharp, focused, and devastatingly powerful, as he unleashes a thunderous left hand that drops his much larger opponent instantly, bringing the entire session to an abrupt end. Fans across social media are in disbelief, calling it undeniable proof that Tank's speed, precision, and knockout power are still unmatched, regardless of the size of his opponent. Boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult weighed in, confidently predicting that Davis will step into the ring around 154 pounds, brushing off any talk that he's too small for Jake Paul. He explained that Tank has previously walked around at that weight, making it a natural and comfortable zone for him. In fact, Showbiz revealed that Davis has trained at even higher weights, up to 160 pounds, showing he's no stranger to bigger competition. Years of experience sparring against heavier fighters have sharpened Tank's timing, reflexes, and counterpunching skills. Showbiz ended his prediction boldly: Jake Paul's size won't save him, because once Tank lands clean, it's lights out. Tank has reportedly been sparring with much bigger opponents to prepare for his upcoming showdown with Jake Paul, but this is nothing new for him. Since the early days of his career, Gervonta Davis has consistently challenged himself by facing heavier fighters in training, using those tough sessions to perfect his timing, reflexes, and precision. With his explosive power and elite ring IQ, Davis has always proven that handling larger opponents is just another day at the office for Tank.
150s, dare I say, close to 160 against Jake Paul. And dare I say it, I think that's the right thing for him to do. Why? I've been saying this. Number one, fighters need to start fighting closer to their walk-around weight. They're just healthier then. They're just better and healthier that way. I mean, I know it's probably surprising them, too. Like, that was the best I've seen Terrence Crawford. Lamont Roach, he was fighting Pit Bull at 140, coming from 130 and a pissed off at 135. You have Shakur Stevenson talking about fighting Teofimo Lopez. They're very close to making that fight at 140. And I think all of them would look their best. Man, especially Roach, where he ain't knocking nobody out down there at 130. But I bet you he'll be swatting far more at 140. Gervonta Tank Davis, I think, just like the others, fighting closer to your walk-around weight, is just going to be one of the better performances for Gervonta Tank Davis. He's going to learn a lot about his body. He's going to learn a lot about himself and where he should campaign moving forward. Maybe even meeting Roach in that rematch at 140 himself. Also, another reason why I think it behooves him to come in knocking at 160 pounds is because of Jake Paul. It's not like Tank is going to dodge every punch Jake Paul throws. All right? Some of those are going to land. And more than likely, it's going to land on his guard. Tank is going to have his guard. We need for him to be solid enough, his foundation and his base solid enough, so when Jake Paul hits him with those shots, he doesn't go flying around the ring.
In the latest training footage, Gervonta Tank Davis looks sharper, leaner, and more focused than ever before. Every punch he throws is a blend of explosive power and surgical precision, the kind of mastery that only comes from years of relentless discipline. His footwork glides across the canvas with purpose, light yet commanding, while his movements radiate pure control. Each strike against the heavy bag lands with a calculated rhythm, a symphony of timing and aggression that shows just how dialed in Davis truly is. Observers can see the fire in his eyes, the intensity that signals he's ready for something massive. Experts across the boxing world are already buzzing, describing Tank as looking better than he has in years, conditioned, confident, and completely locked in for war as the fight with Jake Paul approaches. One major talking point continues to dominate: the weight difference. Critics claim Jake's natural size gives him an advantage, but seasoned analysts argue otherwise, insisting that Davis's elite skill set will nullify any physical gap. Fans who followed Tank's journey know he's no stranger to bigger opponents. He's spent years sparring and even fighting men above his weight class, using those battles to sharpen his defense, timing, and counterpunching precision. Supporters remind everyone that boxing isn't about size, it's about intelligence, rhythm, and timing. Tank's slick defensive style, coupled with his explosive counters, makes him a nightmare for anyone regardless of their frame. His team believes that his ring IQ and composure under pressure will allow him to use Jake's size against him. For Davis, the match isn't a fight about brute strength, it's about proving that skill, not size, rules the ring. Lamont Roach has recently spoken out with clear dissatisfaction toward Gervonta "Tank" Davis, hinting at unresolved issues between the two. His latest remarks have sparked buzz across the boxing world, with analysts detecting a sharp edge of bitterness in his tone. Many believe that the real conflict driving Roach's frustration is envy, jealousy over Tank's skyrocketing fame, dominance, and financial success. Once, there was mutual respect between them, but now Roach's words carry a more personal sting. Observers note that he seems unable to accept how Davis continues to command the spotlight and cash in massive paydays while others fade into the shadows. Boxing insiders suggest that money and fame often turn professional rivalries into emotional battles. Yet for Davis, none of it matters. He remains silent, focused, and disciplined, letting his relentless work in the gym speak louder than any words. As the countdown continues for Gervonta "Tank" Davis versus Jake Paul, the entire combat sports world is holding its breath. This isn't just a boxing match, it's a cultural collision between pure skill and viral fame. Davis walks in as the embodiment of true boxing excellence, disciplined, battle-tested, and dangerous at every level. Jake Paul, on the other hand, represents the entertainment era of the sport, bold, unpredictable, and willing to challenge anyone to prove a point. Analysts predict fireworks, not only because of their styles but also because of what's at stake: the pride of boxing's legacy versus the rise of modern celebrity influence. Whether you love or hate it, everyone will be watching. This fight promises knockdowns, drama, and the kind of tension that defines eras. Davis has made it clear, he's not here to play games or chase clout. He's here to remind the world that real fighters still rule the ring. When that first bell rings, expect violence, strategy, and a statement that could reshape boxing's future. This is more than a fight, it's a moment in history, and only one man will walk out, proving that skill always outweighs fame. If you're hyped for this showdown, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. Stay tuned, more explosive updates, fight analysis, and behind-the-scenes coverage are coming your way.